clicky thing is not working for me. All right, but this is your life. This is your quest. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. And it is full of challenges and setbacks because there is no roadmap that's going to say, I want to be a doctor, but I'm passionate about digital technology. What do I do next? There isn't a set pathway. Even if someone has walked that path before, you're unique, you're different. And you get to decide that because it is your quest. Each one of you, it's your quest. It is your life. And it is your story. Now, I always thought I need to have a plan. I need that roadmap. But I'm embracing the fact that I don't need that anymore because I literally do not know what's going to happen 2 years down the road. My course in Korea has changed so many times that I'm literally living proof that you can overcome uncertainty and not knowing what's going to happen. And you can find that because those challenges, all right? These challenges, these setbacks, when you fall, when you feel the whole world is against you, when you feel that, everything that you do, you're just failing and failing and failing, all right? What can you do? What's the one thing you can do is you can redefine that. And then you get to choose. And here's the secret, people. You actually get to choose the meaning that you attach to that setback. You get to choose if that setback is going to be a failure, all right? Or is it going to be that one key thing that's going to launch you to your success? And you know what success looks like for each one of you? Because each one of you is going to have different success. Your success is not going to look like the person who sits next to you. Your success, if you want to see what that looks like, look in the mirror. Your success is going to be unique to each one of you. You're going to write your own stories. That's why you're here. Because you want to hear it's possible to write your own story and be good at it. But guess what? If God wanted you, or a higher power wanted you to be someone else's success, He would have made you that person. You are exactly right. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and you're exactly who you should be. You're picking up the skills to earn your success, to make your success, and write your own story. So you can choose if that setback, that obstacle, when you fall flat on your face, is that going to be a failure, or is that going to be the start or the next step, one step closer to your success, and you get to decide that. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you. Some of you may already know him. His name is Viktor Frankl, and he lived during the World War, and he was Jewish. He was a psychiatrist and a psychotherapist, and he wrote books and stuff like that. And he was sent to a concentration camp. And what happened was, he took this manuscript that he had written, his life's work up to that point, with him. He left everything else behind. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the stories. And what happens is, he smuggles it in, and they take it away from him. His life's work, everything, his blood, his sweat, you can't get that back. And you've heard the stories of the concentration camps. He lost his whole family. He was degraded. He looked like a skeleton. He was made to feel less than a human, less than an animal. How can a man like that, with that much suffering, that much pain, all right, how did someone like that, how did he survive? And not just survive, he came back and he was overcoming stuff. And he said this in his book. He wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. It's a small book, but it's power-packed. And he said, anything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human freedoms. You can take away his food, you can take away his health, you can degrade him, you can kick him, you can push him down, but you cannot take away his right, his decision to choose your attitude, his attitude, one's attitude in any given situation. You get to choose. So whatever you're going through, and when I say you, I mean we are going through, all right? We may not be able to change what we're in, the circumstances, all right? But we can choose. We can decide. How am I going to respond to this? How am I going to treat this? How am I going to attach a meaning to this? And if this man, in horrendous circumstances, when literally you are brainwashed to think you are less than dirt, right? What's the meaning to that? He searched for the meaning in that.